Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the uniform, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the...
Hello halos, and welcome back to my channel. I got a hair tutorial for you guys, and we're starting off with the Twisted Up brand. A wide tooth comb, some biotin oil, rice water, Shine and Jam, the orange one, and a metal tip comb. And then you're just gonna start off by moisturizing your hair. And before I jump further into this video, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone that just shows so much love to my short. I was not expecting that. But back to the tutorial. You just want to make sure your hair is nice and moisturized for the winter months, because it's going to get dry. And the first thing I did was section my hair in half, and I just sped it up because that's kind of self-explanatory. And you want to really use the top of your ear as your guide from ear to ear. From there, just put away the top section, as you can see, and then we're going to move to the back. That back section is what you're going to split in half. I just kind of use my hands as a guide, but I use the mirror later on. And then we move on to the top half. The top half, to get the look, is basically making your part diagonal. So for this, I just use the arch of my eyebrow and I section it from there. So you're going to focus on one part, and the one you're not working on, you're just going to want to put some of that shine and gel to lay down that part and make it more clean and crisp. And this just helps with flyaways, so you're not cornrowing it into the other part of your hair. This step is optional. As you can see, I'm taking out some baby hairs, and you can do as much or as little as you want. This is the edge control that I use. And I kind of do this step first because I cornrow semi-tight and I don't want to put too much in. I feel like the edges add to the look. Okay, I'm not the best teacher when it comes to cornrows, but just think of it as a plait laying down. So if you know how to do knotless, just think of doing that laying down on your scalp. So what I did do was kind of use the metal tip comb and section the first piece of the cornrow into 3. And when I was ready, I just added each one by one. So you want to start off as a plait and then add one piece as you go. And then if you want to make it easier, add a piece of hair to the same size. So let's say you have 3 sides. So you have 1, 2, and 3. Just continue to add hair to the only side 1 or side 2 or side 3, so you don't get confused. It's optional if you want to add more hair. I am relaxed, so I chose to add a little bit of braiding hair in this part right here, but you really don't need it if your hair is thick enough. As you can see, I'm just doing the same exact thing on that back section, and you just want to make sure that you gel it down and braid it the same way but the opposite side. And what this is going to do is just highlight that diagonal part that we had did in the beginning, and you want to just put it away until we add the extra hair for your long double ponytail braids. Here I'm just taking a little bit more of that Shine and Jam to smooth down that first half where I attached the first diagonal section to it, just to give it that smooth effect before you add the braiding hair to make everything nice and sleek. Here I just took a soft bristle brush, and I just made sure that everything was nice and smooth before I added to the ponytail. Disclaimer, please do not make this ponytail right here that I'm doing too tight, because I realized that it did affect the outcome of how tight the two braids felt when I was doing my hair. And I was listening to some music, but yeah, nevertheless, make sure you're not pulling that scrunchie too tight, because you don't want to pull on the nape of your hair too much and cause too much tension. And you just want to repeat the same thing on the opposite side, making sure everything is nice and sleek. And make sure you try to level those ponytails in the back, because I did have to redo them at least 2 more times to make sure that they look, I guess, semi balanced or level in the back, to make sure that the ponytails lay at the same length at the back of your neck. Alright, so I pretty much already started one side, well, finished one side, and I used 2 bundles of the Canacolon hair in the 4-pack that I showed you all. And yeah, you can see the bundles were pretty small, because it was able to just be those 2 braids right there. So I did leave a piece of the hair out before I braided it all the way down, just to wrap it around the initial start of the braid. As you can see, I'm just wrapping it around, so that way it's covering the top but also the whole scrunchie, and it's also extra security. It just, to me, it wasn't what I seen in the tutorials, but it also helped with security, and I don't know, gave it a little extra pizzazz, I guess. This is how it looks once you're finished wrapping it, and that's one whole side done. In all honesty, guys, this is kind of hard, because my hair is in a kind of transition phase, and yeah, it took me probably like 30 minutes to sleek down and braid down everything. And here I'm just taking some got-to-be glue to make sure that the piece that I wrapped around the braids does not come loose. And this could be like a quick weekend hairstyle, if you will, or for the week for work or school. Okay, this is where I start the braiding of the long ponytail braids. I take that ponytail in the back and split it in half. Then you're going to take one bundle, as I was telling you guys before, from the pack, and work on that half of that ponytail that you separated. Here, I separated the braiding bundle into 3 parts. So the first part, I split that in 2, and I make a cross with the hair, almost as if I'm about to start doing a box braid. And so I have the piece that is like a cross, and then I have an extra piece on the side. You want to start off by braiding the bundle into your real hair, as if you're doing a box braid, as you will. And then you can use conditioner or gel in this stuff as well to make it blend better with the hair. But I'm just taking that, and doing the hair as a cross can give you the illusion of 3 parts that goes perfectly with the braid. So it makes it much easier to install this bundle. To achieve the thickness that I have, I use that other piece that I showed y'all before to add it to the hair. And how I add it is kind of weird, but you basically just want to add it one part at a time. So I started braiding the first part, and then I'm taking that second part right there, as you see, and I'm just braiding it into the braid as well. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the Twisted Up brand did tangle up on me a bit, and I do have some knotless braids in right now, but their brand to me tangles up more than most braiding hair brands that I use, so beware of that. I just wanted to be honest with you guys. And yeah, all you want to do is just braid it all the way down. Once it's attached, is really self-explanatory. Making sure your pieces of hair are tucked in and braiding it all the way down to the end of the hair. I personally didn't add any rollers, but you can add a roller to the ends and make it curly. Add some jewels. Do whatever you would like to make this hairstyle yours.
I just wanna be here by your side. You make me feel and believe that we met.
I did find this hairstyle on Pinterest and it was showing as TikTok videos, so I definitely wanted to try it because TikToks are short and sometimes you can't really see how to do these hairstyles, so I wanted to make a full tutorial for you guys.
You make me feel and believe we are.
And this is a part where you want to pay very close attention to. So you start off as a regular braid, as we did on the first half of the ponytail, and then you want to add that third part, but with this third piece is different. Instead of braiding both pieces in, you're gonna leave one part out, and I'm sorry I couldn't get the best footage of it, but just know only one half of that second piece that I brought in is braided into the whole braid. That side, you want to put it away. You can clip it, put it in your mouth, or whatever you want to do. That's going to be what's used to wrap around the scrunchie of the hair. That last piece of hair from that bundle, I just added an end so that both sides of the ponytail have the same amount of thickness to it. The braids weren't that heavy, but because I made this scrunchie so tight, it was pulling from the middle. So just make sure you make it not so tight and comfortable to you. But you can see the hair is tangling up, girl. But yeah, we just braid it all the way down. Okay, just about done. So that last piece that we left out from before, now is the time to finally wrap it around the scrunchie of your hair. You want to wrap it tight, but not too tight to the point that it's hurting your head. Alright girlies, so now you're done. You just want to take some Got2b glue spray and set it in place, and that's all that's to it. The final look. Let me yes, this is how the hair came out. I like it. It's different. I've never done nothing like this before. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that it helped you to be able to try something new. If you have any feedback to help me with hair tutorials that you would like, let me know. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
sweet lullabies that come with the smell of a dozen roses flipping down a green hill. You living in a world that